8. It's still the Hit Breakfast Show with UK and Eric on your best music, best talk station, Hit 95.9 FM.
Right now, we're going to be talking about something that is very important, even as we look towards the election day. D-Day is coming in a couple of weeks. Nigerians are going to decide in February and in March 2023. This morning, we're talking about women participation and women involvement in elections, in politics, and in voting. We have the founder of the Queens Can Vote Initiative, QCVI, former beauty queen. That is, I'm talking about the first academic beauty queen in Nigeria, and past next rated international model, Queen Eddie. Good morning, Queen Eddie.
Good morning, city people.
Oh, looking so queenly, I must say. It's surprising and interesting to have a beauty queen decide to come up with an initiative around election and electioneering. Talk to us about Queens Can Vote Initiative. What's that all about?
Thank you so much, Shike. Thank you for having me here in the studio with you, and I'm so excited about this opportunity. So Queens Can Vote Initiative is a platform that I created to mobilize a critical mass of beauty queens, kings, and pageant models to, participate in the event of the season, which is the Nigerian general elections coming up in February and in March. Our beauty queens, some beauty queens see pageantry or the pageant platform as a place to, for glitz, glam, and all of that. But there is more to the crown that we wear. There is more to the sash that we have on our shoulder. But the responsibility of being an active citizen.
Okay, this is quite serious, as you said. Usually, when we look at the world of pageantry, we think glitz, we think glamour, we think, lipstick and high
Lights,
heels.
camera, action.
Yeah, but not here. We say Queens Can Vote Initiative. Now, what do you hope to achieve with this?
The message is that queens can actually vote. In all beauty queens, kings, and pageant models, go out and collect your PVC. And not just that, but talking to other people as well.
You're saying you're rallying the beauty, pageantry, modeling community to get up and go and get involved.
Yes.
By getting their PVCs to vote.
Yes.
We're also telling them to take it a step further by influencing other people to
exactly.
do the right thing as well. Because
Yes.
you people, your crowns and your roles usually come with
Activities and everything.
activities and
Appearances.
donations, appearances. So you're saying that they should use this platform and these times as well to do campaigns for people to go and get their PVCs and vote.
Yes.
What is the importance of getting involved in politics and electioneering and election?
Politics goes beyond election. So policy making goes into decision making, goes into lots of things that affect you and I, that it affects everybody, right? So this is an opportunity for us to say, okay, yes, we have a voice, we have a stake in the policies that are being made, and we're also affected by those policies. So if you don't go out and take action that would bring in the right leadership into position, you will still be affected by those negative policies and all that.
Eddie, you've mentioned, the beauty queens and all that, but what about your male contemporaries, the contestants for Mr. Universe, Mr. This, Mr. That? Are they also involved, or is it strictly for the beauty queen?
Like I said, Queens Can Vote Initiative is a platform to mobilize a critical mass of pageant royalties, beauty royalties we call it in general, and that encompasses ex and reigning beauty queens, pageant kings, and pageant models.
There are people who were
Runners up.
Exactly.
Not just runners up, everyone.
All the contestants.
Yeah, all the contestants.
Yes.
If you ever contested for.
Yes, and that's because when titles are given, when positions are being selected, queens win as selected for various positions. We had first, second, and third, and then sometimes some pageant organizations get to have ambassador for this, ambassador for that, people representing the brand in different
Congeniality,
exactly, Miss Model of the Year and stuff like that. So those are still categorized as pageant models.
Okay.
So they're all involved.
Election day is nobody's going to go to work. Thank God. I'm going to use that time to go and do 1 million braids. I want to use that time to get my money and petty. I want to use that time to just relax and pamper myself because my vote will not count. Can you speak to that feeling of apathy and why people should maybe feel that way or not feel that way?
Okay, so one of the things that we're doing at QCVI, Queens Can Vote Initiative, is that we're carrying out social media mobilization, campaign rather, and then we also have this survey that we are currently doing, and now that survey is to help us assess the level of awareness and preparedness of pageant royalties ahead of the 2023 general elections. Now, interestingly, from the outcome of the result that we've had so far, it shows that there are more people who are willing and looking forward to the election than there are not. And that survey also seeks to find out if we are knowledgeable about the new electoral act, and I mean the use of beavers. Yeah, exactly. So that shows that people are really looking forward to this election. And for you who are thinking election day is the day to go and make your 1 million braid, I'm sorry, you were very wrong. And in fact, let me just appeal to you. This is a time to change your mind. Even if you probably didn't take that step to register and get a voter's card, encourage some other person. Don't be the reason another person is staying at home and not being involved.
Said so that your survey has reflected that people are interested in actually voting and turning up to vote. And you've also spoken to people who may want to use that day to do. You've laughed at them before appealing to them. People want to use that day to do their hair because you still, people tell you that's a public holiday. That's holiday for them.
It's not holiday. It's a civic responsibility day, I would say. It's the day for you to go out and say, yes, I am a Nigerian, I am an active citizen, and I want to decide who would my next leader be. I'm going to say, I want to select my leader intentionally. Intentionality is the key. That's the key for this year's election. Time for you to sit down and sit at home. Please, the hairdresser who is planning to even make 1 million braids, you shouldn't because your child's life is dependent on the outcome of this election. That money you want to make that day,
the ease of doing the business that you're currently hustling to do is dependent on the results of the election. Everything is connected. The cost of the attachments in future is dependent on, and that's how connect. People don't think about the micro.
Exactly.
Talk to us about that, the effects of leadership on our everyday life.
Nice. Okay, so like I talked about the other time, policies. Well, you can already see now the effect of the type of economic policies that we're having. How bad it has affected even the woman in the village who is harvesting and processing cassava to send to the city to sell. Mm-hmm. Transportation is on the hike. What is insecurity? These people are unable to go to the farm because those issues have not been addressed properly by our leaders. So if those things are addressed through your ability to vote in the right leader, I'm sure Nigeria will be a better place. Everybody is crying. You can see the increase in petroleum price and all of that, petroleum products, and it is a ripple. It's a ripple effect, I would say. So as little as the attachment that you were going to buy in the market, I remember one time attachment was about 500 or 600.
Not any longer.
I don't remember when last I made braids. And UK, I actually envy girls that go on million braids, do all sort of colorful braids. I mean, it's not like I can't afford it.
Obviously.
But it is it's unthinkable.
The economic policies that affect even attachments get to be decided at the tables. By the leaders that we vote.
So we just have to change the narrative, and voting is the opportunity. The 2023 election is the opportunity for us to actually do.
I'd like to thank you very much because you've done quite a beautiful job of breaking this thing down to the fundamental. Sometimes when we're talking about politics, Eric, we've had people on this show, we're talking about the higgly piggly, the crackle. You've come here and you've related it to the woman in the farms in the rural community. We've also talked about things as considered as flimsy as hair attachments, hair extensions, and how these elections can affect that. Thank you. How can people be involved in the Queens Can Vote initiative? How can people partner with you?
You can visit us on Instagram, Queens Can Vote Initiative, and start a conversation. We will take it up from there.
Alright, I have a comment for you particularly. Agogo Kleto says, please, let us not vex those who plan to make braids. If they want to make braids, no problem. Let them shall go to the polling station with their chair, cast their votes, and then while waiting, braid their hair. Make hair things, don't make us lose our... He mentioned the candidates, of course, we can't mention that on air.
Yeah.
Lose our vote. Thanks very much, Queen Eddie, for being
here. Thank you. I would like to say that everybody, everyone, Nigerians, wherever you are in this part of the world, please be involved. Go out and get your PVC. Be available on the election day to vote. Take notes. Be security conscious. Talk to your neighbors. Talk to your community people. Encourage the next person to vote. I love you all and thanks.